welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is Monday the 29th of November 2021 and we are on episode 90. I can't believe episode 90 already. Oh my gosh. And anywhere you can find me is going to be down in the description box, and anything that I mentioned today will also be down in the description box. I haven't quite learned yet how to do this link thing, but you know what I mean, that will probably be something that I'll try and do next year. Not this year. Oh dear me. As you can hear, as I said last Monday, I didn't feel too good and I was coming down with a cold. Oh my gosh, did I get one. But I was fine until I had my my booster, so I reckon it was just all to do with that. It's definitely clearing, it's getting better. My chest is feeling a lot healthier, even though it's a bit struggly, but it's definitely better than it was. So yeah, I have been doing a lot of knitting and cross stitch and bits and bobs this week. I have got all my presents wrapped up except for one person, and I have to get that person wrapped up either today or tomorrow because I'll be recording in here during the week and I don't want the person to actually see the other bits she's got. She knows what her big present is because she saw mine, my trolley downstairs, and she went, oh, on video chat. And I went, yeah, so that's from Hobbycraft. Oh, so she went over Hobbycraft. Oh, I'll get you one for Christmas. So yes, so she knows she's got that for her her crafting, her paper craft. And oh my gosh, I can't believe it, she actually went to the works last week and got herself a Harry Potter cross stitch. Now I haven't seen her cross stitching in years, so it's nice to see her actually picking up her bits and bobs. It really is. And she's made a little spare room into a little craft room, so now she's got a trolley. I bet that won't be the only one she has as well. Anyway, right, I can see that all my lovely friends over the UK have been having lovely snow. We haven't had a flake. No, not down here in the southeast. We have not had a flake. We had a lot of rain and wind, and we've had a frost. Cool, last night we did have a frost, but no flake. No. I said to Glenn, oh, snow, everybody's having snow. He said, we don't want snow. I said, yes, we do. I love snow. I know I can't go out in the snow because I can't walk in it, but I just love the snow. I love watching the snow. Anyway, so let's get right in, shall we? And say, who's ready for vlogmas? Because I am, as you can tell, I am hyper excited. I love this time of year. I can't wait for Wednesday. And I've been spoiled rotten this year. I've got 2 advents. My lovely friend Teresa popped one in as a big surprise at the end of last week. And my other lovely friend Viv sent me one. So I can't wait. I've got 2 advents. So you're going to be opening them with me every day up until Christmas. We will be decorating this Sunday actually, because I always decorate up the tree and everything on the first Sunday of December. So that'll all be done. So yeah, it'll really feel like Christmas then, won't it? So all my Christmas cross stitches will come out, and oh, I can't wait. I just cannot wait. As you can tell, I'm a bit hyper excited. And the only challenge I have got is, because normally, you know, I'll get dressed, have a shower, get dressed into some comfies, or get dressed into another clean pair of jammies and shit, and just loll around in them for the days I don't go out. But obviously I've got to make an effort. I've got to actually get up and do my hair and put my face on because I look so pale this time of year without it. So yeah, so you're going to see me at my really worst when I get up, and hopefully you'll call this a little bit better. I've had to do this early in the morning. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. I've been up since 6 because I like getting up early. As I said, it was such a sharp frost last night. And it really was a sharp frost. That everywhere was just white, but not with snow. So there you go. But up north, there's been people like being, you know, locked in places and can't get out with all the drifts and everything. So even a couple of flakes would have been nice, but hey-ho. Anyway, right, now I do have a little bit of just something to let you all know that my lovely friend Claire, I've mentioned her a number of times on this channel, from Mr&Mrs Rabbit Yarns and Taffafie Mouse, who makes the most gorgeous project bags, have actually done another collaboration. And that is called Liberty Love. I think it was launched yesterday or the day before, so I thought I'd give it a quick notice, just a quick mention on here. It's actually, yeah, called Liberty Love, and the project bag was obviously made with the Liberty, and it's got a little mouse on it, and Claire has done her magic as always and matched, and they are donating £5 of every sale to Crisis at Christmas. So I just thought I'd let everybody know it is a fantastic set, it really is. So if anybody is interested, please hop over to Mr&Mrs Rabbit Yarns, and yeah, and it'll be on her website. So okay, I just thought I'd mention that. So I have been busy because I couldn't really come up here and do much work. I did manage to do a little bit, but not a lot. But this week I've got everything all cut up out here. There's piles of stuff all cut out here and here, all ready to get made up. So fingers crossed there will be a update in the little Etsy shop of Little Workroom Crafts on Friday, as I always do. Right then, okay, we'll go into the knitting first, shall we? As you can see, I have finished my cozy, let me stand up, my cozy cardie. I absolutely loved making this. It got to the stage where I was doing the cuff, the last cuff, and I was a bit sad that it was finishing, really. It really was a bit sad it was finishing. But I love it. The actual pattern book, which I don't know what I've done with it. Oh, I've left it downstairs, haven't I? I haven't packed it away. No, I've left it downstairs. Oh no, I mean it's here. Oh, no. Oh, anyway, is from Weston. Okay, so it is a beautiful knit, absolutely beautiful, and it's done across like this. Now, I did put this up on Instagram and Facebook because I did finish this. Was it Wednesday? I think it was. I know it was shortly after my last podcast. I just couldn't put it down. I just had to get it finished. And my lovely friend Jan, who I will say has just put up another podcast. Oh dear. Oh, have I got? I know when she launched it. I'll put the name of her podcast here. Sorry, Jan, I forgot the name of your podcast. I know it's got sheep in it. It's there. I'll put it on there for you. And she said, oh, are you going to do a twirl? And I went, just for her, I'm doing a twirl this week, okay? So I am popping in a video here of a little twirl that I did this morning. So there you go, Jan. That was just for you. And oh, and Sue as well. She asked as well. So yeah, that is my cozy cardigan. That's what it's called, from Weston, and it is all done in the 99p a ball, because you know how much I love the 99p a ball. Yarn from Home Bargain, and yeah. What more can I say? It's actually really warm. It's really keeping my back warm. It's lovely. Also, I did say last week as well that after I finish the cardigan, I am going to be knitting the wrist warmers, well, what they call fingerless things. I've got the pattern here, actually, in here, I think, from Helen Stewart's Advent 2021. And I've knit those and knit the Stephen West, my honey, painted honeycomb hat. Now this is his pattern. It is done in a DK, and yet again in this yarn, but I was naughty. I did go down to Home Bargain and buy, did I buy 3 or 4 more balls of different colour yarns, but they're going to be used. I'll explain that in a moment. And this is the hat. I will say I have bunged my pom-pom on, but I will say I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed knitting this. It is such an enjoyable knit. you all know that I have done the big honeycomb shawl of his. That is done in a 4-ply, and I did that during the year. And I tell you what, it's downstairs now. It's been on flow since it's been made, and it's actually downstairs now on my armchair because I've had it on my shoulders, and it's kept my back so warm this weekend where we've had the colder weather. But I will say I have absolutely loved making this hat. As I say, it is just such an easy knit. And these patterns, as always, are just so much fun to follow. I will say the next one I do, because I am going to be doing another one, his rib is done in a bit of a different way. If you look at it, it does look a bit different. I did not like the way that rib was done. Oh my gosh, no, I didn't. I found that, I don't know, I just like a rib where it's, as you all know, I don't like rib anyway. But I just like a rib that's plain, you know, simple. So when I do another one, I think I definitely will just do my normal 2x2 like I normally do, because that was a bit different. But then again, what more do we expect from our Stevie Westie, eh? But yes, I did enjoy, and I think underneath there, yes, there is just another burgundy underneath there. I just repeated these two up there basically. Right then, now, so they're the finishes. So now we're going to go on to, let's put that over there and that over there. Now we're going to go on to the cast on. Now I haven't yet cast on my Helen Stewart mitt things because I've started something else, and when this is done, then I'm going to do the mitts to make sure that I've actually got enough yarn. That's what I'm planning on doing, because I know for a fact what I've got left over of this navy, which is the navy which is in that hat, they're all the same dye lot. So if I haven't got enough then for the mitts, I can just go down and buy a ball, and that doesn't matter if it's not in the same dye lot. Now my lovely friend Viv, who I mentioned earlier, has actually knit these already. She knit these because I mentioned them last Monday. I'm sure I've got the pattern. Let's have a look. Yes, I have. These are them. They're called the Meet Cute Mitts. Now she knit them and hers turned out absolutely beautiful. And I mean, oh my gosh, and she said they're such an easy knit. So I'm really looking forward to these, but I want to get this done first, and I'm going to explain what I'm doing. Now I'm making one jumper out of 2 free patterns from Ravelry, okay, to use up all my leftover yarn. Okay, so I've done some looking around, and as I say, I've got 2 free patterns. Now I like the design of one pattern, but to be honest with you, I've read through it and I understand, you know, I appreciate 100% that the lady has given it to us free. I did email her over because I did, you know, was getting a bit, not confused with the way things were written, but the sizing I was getting confused with. And I don't know, it was, I kept reading through it and I thought, no, but I love the way that it looks. So I went back into Ravelry and I found a free DK pattern. Now this is the reagle, that one, raglan, okay, and it is done by Andrea Yetman for Biscotti Yarns. Now what they've done is they've taken, it's got written here, this sweater was inspired by the very popular and very loved pattern called the flax by Tin Can Knits. Now as you all know, the flax is, you get the flax light, or which is a 4-ply, or you get the other flax which is done in an Aran. This one, which is inspired by the flax, is done in a DK, and that was the style I was originally looking for. Now have I got a better picture? Let's have a look without giving away too much. No, I haven't actually. So let me see if I can actually put that there. So that, there we go, that's better. Now you can put the garter down the sleeves just like you do on the flax, but I'm not going to do that. So My main colour is going to be the navy. Okay, so yet again free, but what you do is you actually go onto this, you put this into Ravelry, it'll come up, it says free pattern, but then you have to put in your name and your phone number. No, you don't, your name and your address, and it all comes up as 00, and then just press the button and they on your email, and they email it over to you as a, you know, totally free, and then you just download it into your wherever you download it into, and then print it off. But I love the style of this. So omit the neck, because I'm obviously doing a round neck, not a cowl. But I love the stripe of this jumper. Now this pattern is called the Striped DK Jumper by Florence Garde, G-A-R-D-E. Okay, and as I say, it's yeah, it looks brilliant. As I say, I've read the pattern right the way through, but I wanted something that was a little bit more where I just had to watching the TV, especially this time of year, you know, where there's a lot going on. Obviously there's vlogmas coming up, and there's things getting ready and getting prepped ready for Christmas and so on. So but what I've started to do is, so pretend that isn't there. So I'm going to do the navy blue all the way down to, I'm splitting here to where I'm going to be splitting to the, how do I do this? Right, let's go this one. So I'm going to do navy blue all the way down to splitting for the sleeves. Then after the sleeves, so let's pop that up now. I'm going to be doing the stripes with a navy blue where their cream is in between, and then I'll finish with a navy blue rib, navy blue cuff. And yeah, I have started it. I will show you the colours, the new colours that I brought from Home Bargain, and the ones I've got left over, because as I say, I did buy some new ones so I could do my hat. I know. Right then, so we've got the navy blue as the main. I've got another ball of this. We've got the burgundy. We've got the beige. Now, these were the ones that were left over from this, okay? Which is going to be fine, because the stripes ain't going to take a lot at all. Okay, so let's get that there. Then, when I went down to, well, the thing is I was out to do the shopping, and I said to Glenn, I said, is there anything you need from Home Bargain? He went, oh, there is. I said, do really? He went, yeah. I said, brilliant. So he told me what he wanted. And I thought, wow, you know what I mean? Now, basically, he's given me permission to go, isn't he? You know what I mean? So now, oh my gosh, it doesn't matter if the wool is at the other end of the actual shop, and what he wanted was at the front. It don't matter. It doesn't matter at all. I just lost my direction. That's what it was. I lost my direction. So I got this beautiful dusky pink, and it is a beautiful colour. I also got, teal. This one is a burnt orange. It's a bit darker than that. It's more like a the equivalent of the gingerbread for in Stylecraft Special, actually, that is. And I also got, this one is called mustard, obviously the mustard. So I have the beige. Let's see if I can pick them all up. I bet I can't. So I have all that lot, which is going to be my stripes, with the navy in between, with that line, with the plain navy yoke. So I am loving it, as you could imagine. I cast it on a couple of days ago. I did not do much. So a couple of days, it was Saturday evening when I finished my hat. Yeah, Saturday evening. I actually cast it on, and I did a little bit yesterday evening. It's lovely because it is actually shaped. You've got your all your wrap and turns at the back, so your back is higher than your front, and I've got that far done at the moment. And also, which is, oh, it should be that way. Also, which is very unusual, the actual start of the row is at the back of the jumper. So normally it's hit one of these parts in it, but it is a raglan anyway. So yeah, I am really enjoying it. It is knitting up lovely, nice and airy. I have done, because it does say here that it's got 2 to 4 inches positive ease, and I want this to be like a, because as you know, I'm not much of a jumper person, but I want it to be like a loose, baggy indoor jumper, basically. It's what it is. And you know what I mean? It's leftover yarn. It's either going to be sat there on the shelf, or I might as well use it and wear it. That's what I think. So, yeah, it is a brilliant pattern to follow. The sizing is absolutely brilliant. It goes from 36-inch bust up to a 57-inch bust and everything in between. So there's a lot of sizing on this. It is absolutely brilliant. There also is a, what's that for the short row method, there is a free tutorial when you push the link. So you know, there's a lot that's been put into this pattern for a free pattern, so I would definitely recommend it as you know, as what I've done so far. But the only difference is mine is going to turn out to be stripy. Why not? I say, why not? We need colour in our lives. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So all I've taken is the actual, I'll take the number of stripes that we used here and what they've done to make that row there, which basically is a knit row, purl row, and round, I should say, a knit round, purl row. Oh! Knit round, purl round, knit round. There we go. Got there eventually. So yeah, that's basically what they are, and I'll follow the sleeves down. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Looking forward to getting it finished. And as I say, it's an easy knit. I'm looking forward to getting to the actual, obviously the colour bit, so I can have a play with the colours. I'll probably match what I've done there with the hat. So yeah, that'll be nice when I put that on, a hat on and a nice big jumper, because I thought if it's nice and big I could wear like something underneath it, another kind of jumper or a cardigan, and that'll be something that'll be nice just to pop out with one of my scarves. Oh, sorted, nice and comfy. Right then, so yeah, so when I have finished this, I'll see what navy I have left over, and then I'm going to have a matching pair of these, and I'll have a full set then, oh my gosh, hopefully then, by then, Home Bargain will have their spring colours in of the yarn. What more can I say, eh? Now, you're all probably sitting there thinking, but what about her Katie Green cardigan? Wow. As you know, I've got the pattern, I've got the stitch markers, all the yarn in the bag that I have made a few years ago. And I even ordered as well, which came, her cotton tape, so that should really go in a naughty, but it's all connected, to go down the fronts for when I do the steeking. Now, I did get a few questions, people asking about steeking acrylic. Now, as you all know, me being me, let me get my pattern book so I can explain what I'm thinking. I haven't had time to actually try this out, but I'm hoping June Vlogmas will give it a go. Why not? But I can't see why it won't work. Now, I understand more than anybody that, you know, there's a lot of people out there that can't wear 100% wool. And also their budget can't stretch to, you know, quite a bit of money to buy all the wool. You know, I'm one of them. I understand 100%. I really do. And, you know, fair enough. I know there's a lot of people out there that think, oh, you know, well, you knit a lot of, how do I put this? You get a lot of the cheaper yarn and knit a lot more garments. I could put all that into one and knit one garment, but one garment isn't going to keep me going for a whole year. You know, I have to budget over the year, just like a lot of people do. You know, this is our hobby. You know, this is our pleasure. You know, there's some keep us sane, basically. So I'm still determined to do mine in the acrylic, mine's gone black, Stylecraft Special DK. I have come up with this idea now that I'm sure it can be done. I'm sure it can be done. I've already read, I've already watched Katie's tutorial on the way she did stick her cardigan, and she's done the crochet stitch method up the sides, because obviously I can't tell you too much. She has a 5-stitch, I thought it was, stick here, so you crochet either side, and then you'll cut 2 either side, and then you cut up the middle. Now obviously it's the cutting up the middle where the actual acrylic is not going to stick like a real wool. But I can't see why this won't work. I use this stuff for loads of things, absolutely loads of things. And it's called Fray Check. Okay, it's done by Prim. You can get other companies, but I do like the Prim one. Now that is the old bottle. And this is the newer style bottle they've got. Let me turn that round for you. There, Prim. Okay, and it does do what it says on the tin, basically. So I can't see why we can't crochet the stitch, the reinforcement stitches up the front, then put a line of that on that center stitch. Let it dry completely. I'd probably even put it on the front and then flip the garment inside out when that's dried, and then put it on the back, let it dry, flip it back. So then you've got it on both sides of the piece of wool, if you understand what I mean. Then when it's completely dry, I'd probably leave it overnight actually and let it dry completely. It will be a little bit stiff, but it won't matter. That is what we need. Then I will cut it up. And then if it needs anything else, I'll probably overlock it, or you can do a zigzag stitch on your sewing machine, or I'll overlock it to give it that extra little bit of reinforcement if it needed. It might not need it with this on it. But as I said, I haven't been able to try, I haven't had time to try it out yet. So then you'll just fold it back, put your tape on, Bob's your uncle. I am really, really keen on doing it this way, and I really think this will work. So people out there that can't wear wool, if it works, this can be something for you, where you can do these in the rounds, and you can stick, and you can take part in some of these beautiful patterns that these independent designers are putting out for us all. Now there is another option as well. Now I was talking to my lovely friend Viv on Friday, because we catch up every other Friday on a face-to-face on our phones, and she's more of a jumper wearer. And if you actually I can't say too much, actually have a look at the way that the mushrooms lay, you can omit them stitches and put another mushroom there and make the whole yoke and a whole jumper rather than a cardigan if you're not an actual cardigan wearer. So there is options out there, but I am so keen to see if this Fray Check works. I am hoping that we can actually do this. I'll knit up a sample and see if I can do it in Vlogmas. If not, I might see about doing it in January as a new thing ready for in January, because I was so keen to get this cast on. Then I thought, well, being with Christmas coming up and doing Vlogmas every day, this is definitely a project where you have to sit and concentrate, because when you actually get to the bit here with the mushrooms, some rows have 3 colours, and I thought to myself, I don't want to mess this up. This is, I'm just so looking forward to getting it on. And you want to go, I don't know if any of you follow Ruth Love to Knits, and she has already started hers, and she put a couple of pictures up on her Instagram, and oh my gosh, hers is looking absolutely beautiful. So yeah, hop over to her YouTube channel as well, because I'm hoping when she do another YouTube that she'll actually show it, because hers is coming up absolutely beautiful. But it is, and I'm sure she will agree with me, a project where you have to sit down and really, really concentrate. And this time of year, I'm not quite sure I can be able to do that. That's why I've cast on this one, so I can get this done, and then in January it will be this. But I'm going to say it one more time. Fray check. I can't see why this won't work. Why it won't stop that from unraveling enough time for you to do something if you need to. You know, fingers crossed. I'll see what I can do there. Right then, so that's why I haven't actually cast on my mushroom cardigan at the moment. Now, anybody that follows me on Facebook and Instagram will already have seen this. We have an empty hoop. This was also finished. So I finished this and then I finished it. So it is actually mission accomplished. Or is it mission complete? One of them two, innit? Mission complete, I think. Anyways, one of them. Mission complete. So double OD here has actually managed to finish it. But my gosh, what a palaver it was. Glenn also had this little bit of a cold and he had to take, because I weren't well as well, and he liked to be at home when I'm not well in case, you know, God forbid anything happens, just to keep an eye on me. So he took a couple of days off work. He came up to bed in the afternoon. He said, Veen, I do feel rough. I said, don't worry, I'll stay down here. It's fine. And because I was thinking, I want to get this done, you know. I was so close to finishing this. And all of a sudden, I was stitching away. And I heard him get up, shove everything in the bag, put everything by the side of us again. He went to the toilet. And then I heard him go back into bed again. So I will sit and wait to see, now, is he going to go back to sleep? Or is he going to get up? Or what? So I had to wait there a little while. Now he went back to sleep. So I quickly got everything out again. So it's been one. It really, really has. I'm hoping on... well, it's best if it's this one day this week or when he's on earlies, because I do have the most of the day to myself of going back down to B&M this time and having a look at their frames. And obviously I'll do it during Vlogmas and I'll take you down with us and then we'll get this finished. But obviously, as you know, it can only be a flick as always. As you know, I have done the Plum Street samplers and it's called the big... oh, hold on. Oh. Glenn ringing. Tell him not to ring on a Monday morning. It's called the... isn't that weird? I'm talking about this and he rings. That's freaky. It's called the Bigfoot Bunch. Flick. And because he is crazy about Bigfoot. I know. So I absolutely love it. I really do. I've got to give it a good iron. And yet again, it's another thing where you think, oh, it's the last stitch. You know? It was really quite sad. So I'm going to do a quick flick because I don't want it to be my thumbnail. And I don't know how to do that on my phone. So I haven't got a clue. So yeah, so I'm going to get a nice frame. I've got 2 frames up there, which is like a wood grain. And I think that would look really smart. I'll take the glass out and just frame it for him. And then I've got him, as you all know, I've got him a book on Bigfoot. So yeah, I think he'll be really, really surprised. It was his birthday yesterday, so he got his welly boots and his socks yesterday. So we were planning on going out for a walk after we got his welly boots, but it was just too miserable that we didn't go in the end. Oh dear me. So yeah, so I'm so glad I have actually got this off the hoop, or out of the hoop I should say. And yeah, oh, now the next stage is to get me frame, put it in my frame, get it wrapped up, and then just hide it until the day. And then obviously after Christmas I will see if I can pop on, because I'll take probably a week break or something after Vlogmas, but I'll pop on for a quick video just to show you you know, it actually all finished. So yeah, that is yeah, so I'm so pleased. So I have been doing more on my kaleidoscope from... my word, my mind has gone blank. I'm doing the quilt, ain't I? Laurie Holt. Yeah, and I've got a whole page finished. I'm halfway through the second page, and then I've got 2 more pages of that pattern, and then it's finished. So yeah, I'm really looking forward, you know, just to getting into that and getting that done. So that's going to be an easy one over Christmas, because as you know, I brought a new hands-on designs, because I love those. They're spring one, and that's going to be my Christmas cast on, so I'll be doing that over Christmas. So yeah, that is it. But I have been quite busy. As I say, I've got a new garment off the needles, a new garment on the needles, and I've got a new hat, and I've got my cross stitch finished. So I haven't actually done too bad this week, have I? So I am really going to love you. I think that's everything. We just look on my little yep, that is everything. So I am gonna love you and leave you all. As I say it's going to be quick, but it's going to be over half an hour. And then I am going to be back on Wednesday for Vlogmas, and oh wow, I can't wait. And it's going to be just like it was last year. It's going to be like little quick ones of the day of what we've been up to and what we've been doing and things like that. I'll see if I can take you places if things don't change with the world at the moment. We'll see how it goes. And if not, you know, we'll do what we did last year. And I'll just take you out for walks and things like that. I'm hoping to be able to take you down to the church again this year, because last year I took you down and they didn't have the lights on, did they? So I'm hoping to take you down this year and they'll have the lights on. So you can see the way when they light up from the inside, all the stained glass is absolutely beautiful. The way it's all lit up in the dark, it's absolutely lovely. So they're going to be little snippets, because there's so many lovely lot of us that do Vlogmas. And oh yes, I will say I have actually started watching, he's called Martin on Instagram. He is the Welsh tenor, and his YouTube channel is it knit3693? I'll put it on the screen. He is so much fun. He is adorable. I tell you what, he is so much fun to watch, and he's bubbly and he's funny, and oh my gosh, anybody that don't follow Martin, please hop over. And he knits, he crochets, and he loves Toft, like a lot of us do, you know what I mean? And yeah, and he put up a little video, was it yesterday I think it was, or the day before, talking about, because he's got yet again the Toft Advent, and oh my gosh, but he's knitting. Oh, he did the Stephen West Shawlology this year, the mystery along, and oh, his shawl is absolutely gorgeous. But you have to kind of go back, you know, and watch what, because him and his partner, they both went to, I can't remember his partner's name. His partner's lovely. They both went up to the Yarndale, obviously because they're in Wales, and then they both went to, before Yarndale, they went to Farnham. So yeah, you know, you do actually see them, and oh, they're lovely. They really are. His partner, he doesn't knit or crochet, but he does love wearing Martin socks. But please hop over and see him and say hello to Martin, and you know, if he asks where you've come from, you know, just say hi, because he is such a good fun to watch. And I'm trying to think, is there any other ones I've been watching? Because he also did Vlogtober. I've never done Vlogtober. I only do Vlogmas, because I think them two are pretty close together. Oh, who else have I found someone else. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll mention any of the newbies during Vlogmas, so you can actually, you know, go over and watch. But please pop over and give some love to Martin, because he's so funny. He really is funny, and he's so cuddly. He is. You could quickly, you walk up to him and give him a big hug, and you feel, oh. He goes to his little knit night in his local shop. Oh, he's so much fun, so much fun. So anyway, this time I am going to go, and I'm going to say I'm going to love you and leave you. Please take care, stay safe, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.